everybody. So I am going to be doing a deck tech today on a deck that I built not too long ago, but I've played a number of games with it and I've been pretty satisfied with it. I'm calling it Good Stuff Good. So it's 36 good cards and then some other cards. The link to the deck will be in the description of the video. Um, but the whole premise of it is that all of my champions are going to be putting pressure on my opponent in some way or another. So I've got 13 slow champions, which are all pretty much value based or pressure or whatever you want it to be. We've got 3 Avenging Angels, which are great gold punisher, very obnoxious to deal with if you've already spent your gold on the turn that is played, because generally that means you're going to have to spend your gold first the next turn, which is going to be on your turn. And then we have Gold Dragon, which kind of acts as Avenging Angel number 3, but it's much worse. But it works as a big champion that comes in and hits people. Then our final gold punisher is a 3 of Lord of the Arena. So Lord of the Arena, I've been off and on about, but I'm pretty happy with him. He's a big, scary guy that hits hard and has to be blocked, which you can put your opponent in a weird spot with. And then we have 3 Faithful Pegasus to combo with it, which is when it attacks or blocks, one of my human champions can gain airborne and attack or block with it. So that works really well with Lord of the Arena. Then for dealing with their stuff, we have 3 Palace Guards and 1 Sea Hydra. So we don't have very many ways to deal with their stuff, we're just kind of putting pressure on them. With our champions at least. And then we have Triceratops, helps establish the board, draws us a card, and Sea Titan we can always play on an empty board, and that's fine. Then we go up to our other stuff, which is our fast champions and events. We have 3 Angel of Light. Slam this down, block stuff if you want. You can also just play it at the end of their turn. It's kind of like 5 damage is just that little point where it's like not quite worth it for them to deal with, but it's getting to the point where they probably want to. And then it gives you a lot of life gain, so it makes it so that like a burn matchup is much more survivable. And you'll usually trigger loyalty. Then we have 3 Angels of Mercy. We have a lot of good champions, so it makes a lot of sense to bring them back to life. The Angel of Mercy is kind of tricky to play sometimes, just because you want to be spending your gold on their turn. But if you can get away with it, it's pretty good. And there's a couple ways we can help do that that I'll show off later. And then we have 3 Angelic Protectors. They're a good blocker, they'll protect your other stuff if you need it to, and it combos really well with Final Task. Because Final Task brings the champion from any discard into play, and then it gains Blitz and break it at end of turn. But if we have Angelic Protector, it won't be breakable. When we play Angelic Protector, we'll make it self-unbreakable off of Final Task or whatever. So then we'll have a 5/9 Blitz that comes back and lives and doesn't die, which can be very useful. Then we have 3 Noble Unicorns. This card's just fantastic. Tribute, and whenever you spend a gold on a good card, you draw a card. So yeah, Noble Unicorn is probably one of the better cards in the deck. Works really well with everything else as well. Then we have Ceasefires. This goes into the Avenging Angels state where we want our opponent to spend their gold first. Ceasefire is even good if they don't spend their gold first, but like them spending their gold to kill Avenging Angel and then we just Ceasefire is absolutely brutal. It's just a great card in general. And then we got 3 Drain Essences. Just more life gain. It's pretty reasonable removal. Overall, been very happy with Drain Essence. We have 2 Plagues. So our board clear package is pretty light. We have 2 Plagues and 2 Zombie Apocalypse. Plague lets us draw 2, basically, and deal 1 damage. Or if it's our turn, break everything. That's great. And Zombie Apocalypse is that off-turn board clear that you can have if you really need it. And it also has draw 2 as an option. So we have a couple ways to clear up the board state if it gets ugly. Then we have 13 slow champions, so 2 surprise attacks should be enough. Just speed up the palace guards, Lord of the Arena as a cute little blocker, stuff like that. No reason not to play it. Then we have 1 Memory Spirit because we have some events that we'd love to get back, such as Final Task, Drain Essence, Ceasefire, Zombie Apocalypse, Plague, Surprise Attack, and then, of course, down in our free slots, we'll also have Wither and Flashfire and Brave Squire for Memory Spirit. So, Brave Squire is a card that will combo with Final Task and Angel of Mercy, because we can play Angel of Mercy on their turn and then instantly go ahead and play Brave Squire, making it unbreakable, which is great. We can block with it and they can't kill it, and then on our turn we get stuff back. Then we have 3 white dragons. We're playing a lot of good cards. May as well get some advantages out of it. Get to draw cards, get all that good stuff. We have 3 Watchful Gargoyles, which are a great blocker. Doesn't cost you a card because it recycles. Been very happy with the Gargoyles. Then we have 3 Faithful Pegasus. Already went over talking about it with Lord of the Arena. It also works with Palace Guard. Doesn't really work with anything else, but again, it doesn't cost you a card, it recycles. So we have 3 cards that recycle, 4 sets of cards. We have 11 cards that recycle in the deck, which is about as many as you want to go up to. After that, you kind of get in this weird spot where recycling is something you're trying to do and not something you're able to do. Then our discard pile banishment needs a little bit of work probably. We just have 2 Guilt Demons at the moment, but it's been working pretty well. Basically, you have a lot of banish, or not a lot of banish, we have Palace Guards and that's it. We have Palace Guards, we banish their stuff, and then we Guilt Demon stuff that we don't want away. You just have to play conservatively with your Guilt Demons to make sure that you always have it when you need it, if you can control it. Then we have 3 Withers, deal with Muse, Thought Plucker, Stray Watchful Gargoyles on their side, Necromancer Lords, Zombie Tokens, whatever you need to, Withers there, Flashfire, same deal, just dealing with all this stuff you gotta deal with. Then we have 1 Voice Mage Apprentice, probably going to turn that into an Amnesia at some point, but I've been pretty happy with it. It works as another way to kill Thought Plucker and Muse. So that is the deck, and then we are going to go and try and get a constructed game going with it, and we will be back with that.